Okay.
We're live.
We should be good to go now.
Nice.
Here.
It's not. I wouldn't overwrite the last one.
Yeah, we're not going to overwrite the last one.
Nice.
I mean, hopefully not. I really don't want to deal with that bullshit.
Well, if it does, then Jake Head didn't get it. If we overwrote the last one, go buy Jake Head's album.
Go buy Jake Head's album. We got a different guest.
It's called Mild Cat.
So this is being recorded like way in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably be the Sunday after this Sunday.
Yeah. So
Sunday after the Sunday. Patreon.
The election.
Mm-hmm.
The election.
Trump has been reelected.
Yeah, may or may not be elected. Either one thing will be true: either you will be in a racial prison, or we will. Depending on the outcome. I'm not sure which way it's going to go, but best of luck to you.
Yep.
May the best man
May the best race
in the
win.
race.
We should just lock the door and just wait to see what happens.
Yes. I'm not participating in the race where I just respect the game.
I tip my hat to the participants.
Yeah, Kaseem Bentley is here.
What's up?
Thank
our
you
guest,
for joining us.
all the way from beautiful San Frangelico.
San Frangelico.
San Francisco.
Kaseem is a very funny comedian. Do you and Jacob still do that like 2-man thing?
Jacob fucked it all up.
Oh, did he?
Jacob is... Jacob...
Did he fuck the wrong person?
Oh, okay. Okay. This is where it's gonna get greasy. Like I like talking shit, but I also seem like a gossip. But I can say the things that happen.
Sure.
Jacob-
Things that are a matter of public
But
record.
Jacob, in my experience with him, seems like a guy that can handle gossip. And this is the kind of gossip that is not bad gossip. That guy
don't know. Who's Jacob?
fucks too much. It's
I
not
don't know
bad
Jacob.
gossip.
Who's
No.
Jacob?
Jacob Suroff is an amazing comic.
He's a comic that they
Gets pussy?
They used to do. He
Or
fucks a lot. I
cock?
mean, he's a horny guy. Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah,
I
that's
like this
cool.
guy.
We were having a stick.
If you two met and you didn't know that, because you're a fuck guy.
Sure.
Like you wear sweats all the time. You're a fuck guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And your energy, like I told you, like Oakland, that girl, she barely knew who you were.
Right.
But I fuck with all you, but
Yes.
with you especially, like you're aspirational, fat.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Because you have the confidence of Nick, the intelligence of Adam, but you.
I don't know if
Adam's
that's how
not
it works.
smart.
I think it's the other way around.
Adam is.
No, I
No,
think
he's
Nick
really
is
not.
actually the smart one. I'm
No,
actually,
see, I've heard
I'm
you
the
all go.
No one
toward-
here is smart. Let's
No
be
one's smart.
Nick
Yeah.
has
Really?
a fucked up brain that remembers weird facts.
I have an unearned confidence.
Adam is Jewish. That's
I'm
what
kinda-
that's what you're confusing with being smart.
I'm kind of like I'm like a placemat at a diner.
Yeah.
You wouldn't call that smart, but you're like, man, this fucking thing knows all the state capitals.
Are you talking about the kids placemat with all the crayons?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fun facts about presidents.
Exactly. That's what my brain is.
So basically, you're the Snapple cap.
Exactly.
He's a series of
He's
Snapple
a Snapple
caps.
facts kind
But
of
with
guy.
some like advertisements for like a local dentist, like an advertisement
Yeah.
from 1995, and
Yeah,
people are
you
like,
know
"How can you
verbatim.
remember that?" And it's like, I don't remember my uncle's birthday. That's all.
But here's the thing. Now coming on here,
I don't know what day Passover is. That's
Yeah.
why I can't remember anything that
I'm with you.
Like Adam's. When's your birthday? April
April
20. Yeah. See?
Oh shit!
No
April-
idea.
I don't remember your
Stop. But
birthday.
you're February 11th.
Thank you. Yes.
Wow, you're obsessed.
you are.
with
You're Black
stuff.
History Month.
I'm Black History Month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
are the black member of this
obsessed.
group.
I,
This is-
yeah.
I don't know. I've always thought of myself as the
No, I'm
black
the,
member.
I'm definitely the Bill Clinton of the group.
Yeah.
You're
the first black podcaster.
cowboy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be funny when Adam has a son, and his son likewise like tries to like ingratiate himself to black culture.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when in whatever ways like present in like 2030.
Right.
And then Adam's like now how like dated boomers will say like
Right.
things like brother.
Right. Jive turkey.
Yeah, Adam's gonna be saying like dead ass and stuff.
Right.
haven't said
Dead
dead
ass.
ass in
His
years.
son's gonna
You'll
be
be
like,
saying
God, Dad, stop.
Stop saying dead ass.
Stop saying dead ass, Dad.
Stop saying facts.
I could see that happening. Just giving a fist bump to your wife. You know. What I mean?
100%.
I saw a tweet that was like, because like Pop Smoke got popular again during the protests here.
Yeah.
Because everyone was playing it. And somebody saw a tweet that was like,
Well, New York never stopped playing Pop Smoke.
yeah, but I mean, it became like a thing.
Yeah.
And there was somebody said, if you've ever said facts, you owe Pop Smoke a thank you.
Thank
If
you.
you've ever said the word facts.
you ever
Well,
said-
I'll say this publicly. A thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. and
Watching
rest in
down
peace.
from heaven.
Getting ahead. That guy was very short. That's an aspirational short guy. Pop
I didn't
Smoke.
know he
Was
was
he?
short.
He was like 5'2".
I like him now.
I knew that.
now facts.
He had
He's
a
good.
deep ass voice, and he was short as fuck.
But he affected the deep voice. It's a fake deep voice.
Wait, what are you talking about? No, he had a real deep voice. In those Funk Flex interviews, it wasn't like.
But it's affected. That is
a short guy move,
That
though.
is fucking. I'm tired of getting called ma'am on the phone. 12-year-old energy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh yeah, this is how I talk.
Yeah.
You know, like
Like someone.
same deal.
Yep.
I sound like a retarded robot, but I can do voices.
Yeah, you're
I've
good
made
at
this point
voices.
before. I could easily just sound like a different guy,
Right.
and I feel like a lot of people do that.
A lot of people do
A lot of
that.
people are constantly
There's a lot of
doing-
guys that give themselves deep voices.
Of course.
Not me.
no, but
Never.
you have a mischievous voice.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you-
I like to get up to stuff.
You
Your
sound
voice
like everything
is
that's
bouncy.
going to happen.
Yeah, trying to talk
Like-
your way into the other side of the deli case.
That's right. I'm
Like,
like,
you
come
gotta-
on. What's back
well,
there?
let me see the cakes on the other side.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that one's fresh. I just want to take a look.
I just want to get under the sneeze.
I won't
guard
put
here.
the whole roast beef in my mouth.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
Let me ask you this: can I hang out inside of the dessert case? As long as I'm in the. I forgot my mask. I was wondering if you could seat me inside. I promise I won't eat any of the cakes.
I'd love to just spin in a refrigerated little fucking glass case, dude.
Dude, the diner desserts always are like, should I just eat 35,000
Yeah,
calories
dude.
of it? I could eat an entire one of those cakes.
It's my boy George's birthday. We're
Where you going?
gonna get him a cake.
I just sent my stepsister a Milk Bar cake because someone sent me one.
We're getting him a milk bar. I'm going to
Which
Milk
one?
Bar right after
Fucking-
this.
Is that
They're so
good? Because
Which one?
They're
Really good.
amazing.
I don't like the birthday cake, but I like the other one.
Shut up.
Wait,
The birthday cake-
isn't that where they base their whole
The
whole
birthday,
show on
the
the
birthday
cake?
cake is amazing.
No, it's too much.
No, it's good.
Adam, shut the
It's
fuck
too
up.
much. It's not.
See,
too
I have to
much.
trust because I gotta take you out because you
Yeah,
put
you
these
can listen
together.
to
It's
them.
no, because it
Go
looks
ahead.
amazing, and I'm like,
It's,
It looks
it's
nice.
really good.
I like that.
Adam likes to eat like figs and
Yeah.
shit like
no,
that.
that's not true. I don't like fish.
And he's
you
like,
like
yeah,
a-
me and
you
my
a savory?
girlfriend split a fig Newton the other day. We went out to dinner and we split an entire fig Newton. Grandma's style Newton.
Yeah, exactly. It's an upscale version of something horrible. It's something, and it has a
Yeah.
French name, but it's a fig Newton.
No,
Yeah.
but we
A
made
pompe
it.
de move.
Yeah.
We made it ourselves.
They press
We looked up a
Gibbon
recipe.
shit down into a pancake and then they bake it.
You don't like baking with bay, but that's.
I would love to bake with if I have a significant other. We would bake.
Yeah, we
Sure.
make French fig Newtons.
I've never. It's the problem is I've only dated people that are as good as cooking it as I am,
Oh,
which
that's
is terrible.
horrible.
Lesbians.
So it's like we're seamless every fucking night.
How?
but your diet is all protein and hate. Like it's like it's
I don't know if I
Spite.
eat hate.
I think it's
it's
spite.
funny. On the last one we recorded, I was just explaining how I've gotten into smashing my own dishes in the sink, which I really love.
if there's ever a time to know how much money fucking Nick Mullen makes, it's like you throw it like a divorced dad gets right
Yes.
into there.
Yeah, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, no.
Unbreakable
100%.
dishes or just like you're just
Like
throwing
no,
like,
my IKEA dishware set. I just fucking like a plate will be in the way, and I'll be like, "Well, get the fuck out of the way,"
It was $2.
and I'll just smash it. Because why not? Because you know it is. It's like fucking. A roommate I had when I was 20, he was like, yeah, he's like, when I started making over $35,000 a year, he's like, I never washed socks. He's like, you just buy new socks.
My
It's
mom
great.
is like that. My mom makes so much money. I go to her house. She just has tons of just dirty white socks. She throws away. She goes to Daiso. And then, cause I don't know if you guys have Daiso out here.
No, no.
It's
What
a
What is
Japanese.
that?
It's a Japanese dollar. You would love it.
It's
You would-
Andrew.
would.
It's Andrew Dice Clay Costco.
Oh,
Hey,
100 fucking packs
what are
of
you buying all that
ramen.
oatmeal foil? You fucking gook. What are you doing? Having breakfast all day?
You having how many breakfasts you have?
How many fucking?
just rows of leather jackets.
Yeah, it's nothing but leather jackets. But yeah, with different names on the back.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
Steven in fucking
Get some
bedazzled.
stencil lettering.
Yeah.
Stephen, Victor, Jose, Darnell. It's like warriors. Some shit. Yeah. I saw him at the
I would love
Improv
to
one
go to
night,
Daiso.
and it's weird seeing Dice because
I
he
watched
gets,
him. Yeah, a couple
At the
months
stand.
ago.
He
Yeah.
was at the stand.
It was amazing.
why was it amazing?
The stand has a green room now, and for a while it was just his room. To
It was
meet people.
where
in.
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay got to hang out.
Yeah,
But it wasn't made up then.
It wasn't.
It was like
It was
just
like-
bare
yeah.
concrete.
It was like the
got-
room in a restaurant that like where all the soda machines hiss at each other.
They got
Remember that-
Wes
remember that
Anderson
shit
as
is?
set decorator.
yeah, yes.
That
and that was
angry
just
room.
Dice in there.
Yeah,
meeting with guys from fucking Staten Island that made the trick.
Yeah, it was so cool. Everyone in the audience knew all the poems. It was great.
Yeah.
Just it's like, I mean, it's not it's a probably a basic comparison, but it's like watching Trump with his guys, you know?
Right.
It's just great to see how much his guys love him, you know? Just to see a fan base that are like passionate about
Yeah, but the fans usually of somebody like Dice or Burr, they're the worst people.
Dyson Burr is a lot different.
it's
No,
way
they're
different.
not.
Dice, dude.
I went to see Burr
Come
at
on.
Davy Symphony's Orchestra, which if you guys don't know what that, it's an incredible place. So to see the fans, I mean, guys who are actively grabbing their women by their arm fat, into there, and just don't
Where was
embarrass
this?
me.
Yeah,
It's in San
the
Francisco.
goons.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw him in DC.
You know what fans are great that I've heard otherwise my entire life, but
What?
I went to see Tool a year ago. Which guess who I ran into with Tool?
Who?
Lewis and Ben. Of course. Oh, of course they're here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, everybody's like, because they're all old now.
Yeah.
So they still look
They've
the
mellowed
same.
out.
They all look like, like driving lowered Civics,
Yep.
like LeBray piercing guys.
A lot of piercings
with
on
the
deck.
Caesar haircut and the chin
LeBray
strap.
piercing.
Yes.
And
a
then-
balding Caesar is an
And
awesome
then
thing to watch.
Still the middle school glasses.
Yeah,
The rectangular middle school glasses.
Yes, hell yeah.
Those guys all at the Tool concert. But everyone's real
Everyone was
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I see. I hear what you're saying. That
I
Bird
know what you
definitely
mean.
has
Yeah,
like a
'cause-
bad section,
No,
but like
totally.
Dice is just that times 100. You would have to think
Yeah, but his fans are so old that they're not like
they've
filling up
lost.
this-
Yes, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? They'll come out. Like
They're-
when he was there at the Improv and I saw him at the Comedy Store, people knew who came out. Like watching old misogynistic white men is cute because they don't have enough strength to beat their wife.
It's right.
You know what I
Their
mean?
back
It's
is
like-
out. They have a slip disc.
Yeah, it's just like they'd have to wheel you up to actually jump on.
You
her,
used
know?
to beat me.
Yeah.
Now what do you do? Nothing.
It's like there would be a great appeal, like, but for like, see, it's
Instead
like,
of
you know,
dick pills, it's like have the strength to beat your wife pills.
yeah, like you ever been in this situation? and-
Forget you've been demoted 100 times at work and have your manliness back enough to fucking backhand your wife.
The worst
Something
thing,
like that.
I worked in social work, and the worst thing was to see a guy who you knew had a history of like just beating the shit out of people.
So it's called,
so old. He's at a skilled nursing
It's
facility.
called Viaggravated assault. Beat up your wife.
Very nice. Very nicely
Sorry. I
done.
was waiting for the shot.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice. You can, like Obama with the 3. You just
Yeah.
right in the corner. you
Dude,
know?
I watched that video and it is like charming just to watch the video, but it's on Twitter and then all of the comments are just all these people like, I want to fuck him. Just all these like middle-aged women talking about it. I'm like, oh, now I remember
What
why
video?
I hate. There's like a video of him like hitting
Obama
a three
splashing
in
a corner
Michigan.
Oh yeah, he hit a 3.
Yeah,
And he said,
after
that's how I do it or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Hitting
That's
it.
what I do.
Bruno Magli's gets out there, gets
Which-
a nice 3.
It would be even cooler if he just like absolutely airballed it and then he was still like, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Doesn't even look.
Yeah.
Just turned away. I don't give a shit.
I don't fucking care anymore.
I don't give a shit about anything.
Trump
I
is
would've-
partially my fault.
But I would have loved if Biden would have followed up and tried to shoot a 3 himself, but
Yeah.
or at least get close as he could. Yeah, even like against the glass and just look at the camera, like right there. It's so sad to see people wanting fucking Barack Obama back in office. You know what I mean? And think that Kamala Harris will be female Barack Obama.
Yeah.
When we just know
Which she
it's all the
won't.
same.
She's lame.
yeah.
Yeah, Obama
Obama has swag. He's
That's-
just
but
a
does
bad-
he?
what's a
Does
bad
he?
pres-
Yes,
as far as presidents go,
the Democratic Party got
He
lucky
does, dude.
because Bill Clinton and
he's
Barack
got nothing.
Obama.
There's no
Bill Clinton and Barack Obama are like two of the most charismatic people that have ever lived.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you
sure.
can't. I mean, and to think that you can repeat that success, which they try to do with Kamala, with Mayor Pete too, with his
Pete's
stupid
bitch ass.
fucking sleeves rolled up, and it's like he's not
stinks.
that guy. He's unlikable, and this is a level of likability that is fucking unobtainable for most people who aren't already like fucking Tom. Even Tom Cruise isn't that cool,
Right.
But I mean, like you gotta be like it's usually celebrities. It's like fucking Jack Nicholson. And
He's cool.
People don't want to admit it, but Donald Trump has his own type of charisma
sure,
that's on
for
the
sure.
other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
No, it's like Rat Pack energy.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one good thing is that like people are like just wait till what about like a more organized Trump? It's like he doesn't. No Republican. Tom Cotton doesn't have the
He's
sauce.
not gonna. He's
He
gonna
doesn't,
try.
dude.
He'll
Yeah,
try.
yeah. He
and
doesn't.
it'll be hilarious when he
It
tries.
won't be as funny when he's being racist.
Yeah.
It's not. People don't want to hang out with those guys. Trump does have that thing of like, those guys literally love him.
Mm-hmm.
His guys are also racist, but they would want to fucking. They want to be his boy.
They'd wait in the fucking cold, dude.
Yeah, look at Stranded.
Sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, like as cool as Democrats get once you knock Bill Clinton and Barack Obama out is like they reach the level of like the Property Brothers. that's where they can get to.
And not even the cool goth
Yeah,
one.
right, yeah, exactly.
Not the goth one.
No, not the goth
no.
one.
This is fucking two regular
Scott
guys.
or Jeremy.
Yeah.
It's Scott and Jeremy Scott are their names.
That guy rocks,
Yeah.
dude. I love the goth Property Brothers. But yeah, I don't know. He does. I think he does. I mean, he doesn't have any fucking. He turned out to be a bad president, but he was a swag. He had swag.
Who, Trump?
No,
No, Barack. I mean, against all the odds, what it was to be the first black president. I mean, you would have to be overly charismatic,
for sure.
and understanding that he would never have enact as much change as what we want. Because that's why I love going on like Black Twitter and even Instagram, where you just have like somebody just breaking down why Barack is so great. And at the end of the day, it is just the fact he had poise.
Well, part of the job of being president is being a head of state, and like that it does matter to be fucking charismatic and presentable, and somebody that people enjoy watching. I mean, you can like Barack Obama's not like he is entertaining to watch,
Right.
It's not grating.
It's
not grating in the way like Kamala Harris can be grating.
Right.
It's interesting to watch Barack now because now that he's out and kind of does he gives a fuck. He now is just styling everybody. Like he knows he'll become a meme. So now he just might as well walk out with Rockefeller music. You know what I mean? Or throw up a dime because that last one he was like just sitting there saying like, "What if I was president and if I did all that?" And he what did he say? He said the
Beijing Berry.
Yeah, Beijing. Come on. I mean, that was. He thought that. He chuckled himself and knowing that I'm about to drop a bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which isn't even, that's how charismatic he is because it's a shit joke.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if Mayor Pete was like, they'd call me Peking Pete. People were like, boo!
Fuck off, you
Boo!
nerd. You're gay.
You're fucking gay.
You've made us homophobic again.
You're the wrong type of gay.
Yeah. You're not even the cool kind of gay.
It's all
Right.
lawsuits coming his way, ruining his life.
Yeah.
I had to think about it for an hour. He owes me for that 1750 I lost.
Just quietly gnawing on the podium, waiting. He's got a post-it note that says like Peking Pete with like the metrics they got when they focus group those words. And they fucking because the most glaring was like I forget what it was. There was some like article that was like people trust people who curse more. And it was like
and
literally
Beto the next day was like,
it wasn't him. It was
Beto
Tom
loves
Perez.
saying
It was
fuck.
Tom Perez.
Oh, that
Really?
guy.
Who was
No,
like,
fuck him.
it's time to get fuck serious.
After the shooting in El Paso, Beto was like, "I'm fucking cunt, motherfucker, pissed
Yeah.
at these."
He had like
guns."
shirts that said shit on them. So funny.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
I still want to get one of those.
Yeah.
Mayor Pete invest in black business.
I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see Beto skateboard into traffic. Just with his arms out like Bart Simpson, and then he just fucking gets nailed by the Biden bus.
That would rock.
The Biden's driving at 5 miles per hour. This is as fast as the bus used to go. Used to get in. I remember they used to call buses Cadillacs.
That's right, Joe. Good job.
It is so funny that he's the other option.
He is so fucking. He has so much Alzheimer's. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
like
he's-
you see a video of him talking from 8 years ago. Like not even. And it's like he looks old, but
Like,
he can talk.
That front line where they're like, oh, actually, it's a stutter. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what it is. It's
Right.
his lifelong stutter
Right.
that we're all familiar
Like
with.
he hasn't been in the public eye for 50 years. There's not 50 years of him talking. Yeah, it came back. It actually comes back when you get old as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Alzheimer's
odd.
is funny though.
Huh?
Alzheimer's is funny though. It is an entertaining version of a president.
Yeah.
You know,
It would be funny if he grabbed somebody's tits, like.
and not remember it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I remember I was working with these old people, and the funny thing about when you have Alzheimer's is there's always somebody that doesn't believe you have it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're always like testing you.
That's
you know what I
me.
mean? Like
That's me, the Alex Jones of the nursing home. I don't believe him. He's lying.
No, it's really sad. Like early dementia, you just get paranoid. And you think everyone's lying to you.
Damn.
yeah.
You think everyone's gaslighting you.
It's funny because my grandma has like dementia. She can't remember shit. You talk to her and she'll just keep asking you the same questions over and over again. But she's like in such good spirits.
Oh, they get happy again.
And it's because I think she was like ditzy her whole life. So she's like okay just being
Right.
No, my grandma was like she was
She's like,
she was
who
a
are
mean
you?
lady.
And where do you live?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
And what's your
great.
name?
You're my
Okay.
You're my grandson.
And what are you doing here? Oh. Okay.
My grandma.
What's your name?
Yeah.
exactly.
My grandma was such a bitch when I went to visit her and she was dying. She was like, "Who are you?" And then she's like, "You got fatter." It's like,
And you're like, no, Grandma, I've always been
I was
fat.
like, "How the fuck did you know that, you fucking bitch?"
No, Grandma, I've been
Do you know who
morbidly-
I am or not?
She's like, I'm just saying, but like, rationally speaking, odds are
A
you
man
got
that
fat.
looks like you probably got fatter.
You weighed less at a certain point.
fucking bitch. Greek people hate fat people.
My grandma was so mean, and then she had dementia, and then she became a really nice person.
Nice.
She would like, we'd go over like for dinner, me and my sister when we were kids, and she would like legendarily give us like 2 carrots, like
That's
3
right.
peas.
She's the one who said the beef. Shrunk.
Yeah, you should have seen the size of it before I put it in the oven.
like
That's
we
what
don't
she
know how
used to say.
cooking works.
Yeah.
A very interesting trait.
Yeah,
That she has.
One could say that that generation is kind of all gone.
Oh, it's a generational.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That-
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it's born out of poverty.
yeah. Oh,
certainly.
Yeah, it's
Certainly no young
Uh,
people that share that trait.
it's not a cultural trait in any regard. It's generational.
wanna expand on
Everybody's grandma is like that.
continue expand on that.
I am. That's what
What
I'm
do you
doing
mean?
right now.
You're saying it's not cultural.
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm
You're
saying my-
in a
my
sarcastic voice though.
My grandma.
I would never. I would never do something. Me?
My grandma was the same generation, and that bitch was out there just whipping up fucking crepes.
Okay,
out of like poverty crepes, like it's just flour and water,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they were good as fuck. She would
Gravel
make us,
stolen from the neighbor's driveway.
yeah.
Mhm.
She had like 8 siblings, and they moved them to fucking Bulgaria because her dad was a communist. They fled Greece,
Mhm.
and they were just like during the war, just eating like half a loaf of bread.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's the deal? Bulgaria was the cool one, and Albania was the shitty one.
Yeah, I would say so. Bulgaria's a little better. I don't know, but yeah, he had the hookup. He was like, the Nazis were hunting communists in northern Greece, and then he had like the hookup in Bulgaria. And
They smuggled them out.
they ran a little fucking
I
deli.
guess it's a different timeline than I'm thinking of.
Yeah, probably. We're talking literally World War II.
Yeah,
My
that's-
grandma
that's-
snuck out as a little ass girl.
That's way back.
Yeah, Albania is fucking lamer for sure.
Yeah.
Bulgaria's a little better.
with the exception of
Well, Albania went
Elvis.
with like Stalinism, and Bulgaria didn't. Right?
I don't fucking know. They were communists though. I don't
In
know
the
what if they were
60s?
Stalinist.
Yeah. Well,
I don't fucking know the difference. I don't even know what Stalinism means.
just like more oppressive
kill
and
people?
shitty. Yeah.
secret lists of people,
Yeah.
enemies,
Isn't but when we look
Yeah, I
at
guess
Stalin,
Enver Hoxha.
gulags.
Yeah.
when we look at Stalin, don't we always consider the amount he killed too?
Yeah, it was a
I mean,
20
because
million.
he did some numbers.
Yeah, because he did more number. He did.
He did bigger
Well,
numbers
he
than
also-
Hitler. Yeah, he did.
like Mao, Mao technically killed more people, but it was through like bad policy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just mismanaged
Well,
shit.
Stalin
Famine and
just
shit.
threw bodies at the Nazis
Mm-hmm.
for like during the siege of Stalin. I mean, they lost like.
But his
20
own people, did he kill his own people?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then he sent a bunch of people to gulags and stuff.
When did he die?
1953, 1956.
Nice.
I can't remember.
He was hot. You saw that picture of him when he was
Yeah.
little? He was young?
He wasn't. He was fucked up. He was
No,
not.
they had a hot
No, he
picture.
looked
of him.
like-
He was
He
hot.
He was like 5'3" and had a baby
He was,
arm.
he
Wait,
looked like you.
Stalin?
Yeah, and he was 5'3", had a baby arm, and he was like a pockmarked face.
What? I saw a pic of him. He looks fucking
He looked
hot.
good. Yeah.
Who would play him in a movie?
Nick Mullen.
Yeah,
That's true.
because I'm a talented
With lifts.
actor.
With lifts.
I mean, I mean, that IBM commercial is enough.
Yeah.
To get you at least in the room.
I would play young Trotsky.
He looks pretty. All right, he doesn't look.
No, Adam would
he
sit
looks
at home
cute.
fantasizing
That's not
about his
bad.
acting
What do you
ability.
mean sitting?
He doesn't
at
look
home?
that bad.
He looks like Nick.
He does
I
come.
mean, I don't have that phenotype. That's too like. I mean, he's Georgian.
He's
but
from
he's got
Georgia.
like a Latin flavor I don't have.
He's got Sasson, somewhere in his DNA. He's got a little.
He does.
Got
He
a
looks.
cumin
He
in
looks
his
Latin
DNA.
here.
Exactly. He's like
He
he's
looks
got
like he-
some rhythm to him.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Bam,
Yeah.
bam, 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 bam.
And the band. You know what I mean? It's like,
Joseph Stalin. Rukukukuku. Young Stalin by Simon.
You don't see a lot of people really
Montefiore.
caping for Stalin like that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
there is always this bad,
there's
young
some-
racist one.
There's some 12-year-olds on Twitter.
Russians do for
that think
sure.
that- yeah, and Russian
Russian
people.
became like Stalin became even more popular in Russia after the collapse of the Soviet
I
Union.
don't know. There's no shirt. You know what I mean? Every political leader has some
Yeah,
sort
they
of
don't have,
He
shirt.
like routinely ranks among their like the most like popular Russian of all time,
That's
most popular
awesome.
person of all time.
How
in
would we
public
be able to
opinion
get to like have him bubble? Like, how do we get like more people?
You
got to
get
way?
Rage Against the Machine and put an album with him on the cover.
So just like army green, red, like some kind of face. And then boom.
I was on vacation in Mexico with my family when I was like 12, and I bought a Che Guevara T-shirt because I thought it
Did
was,
you know what you were buying?
I thought it was Rage Against the Machine.
Hell yeah, dude! I had that shirt when I was like that same age.
When did you stop listening to Rage? Because I was just thinking about Zach De La Rocha and the whole thing. Like
when
it's like-
Renegades of Funk came out. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes yeah. I think to me it was like
When they broke up, Renegades of Funk came out. It was just all a bunch of covers, and then then the band broke up.
Yeah, because at a certain point, sometimes people break up when they know it's time because either creatively or aesthetically, that it's like, well, how much can they reach? When the guy started playing the guitar like a turntable, I was just like, what are we doing? I mean, just Kid Capri and a fucking goddamn guitar. You know, I was like, no, this is not gonna work. But even come out because it's like everything works in cycles, so they stop. I would think that this way cycles work. Run the Jewels comes in, and then it's like, well, we need to go back to the studio. We're missing out on cash. You know what I mean? But like Renegades of Funk,
You're saying
coming
like
back?
conscious hip hop. You're saying.
There's
I
been
don't
too
know.
many Run the Jewels, man. I like the
Zach
first
De La
one.
Rocha got like out of making anything. I think like once every 10 years, he's like, I got a screensaver coming out. Like some like dumb project. It's like nobody has any.
I feel like every white guy in music who has dreadlocks, they stop at a certain point to get work on their dreadlocks. You know what I mean?
That's what happened to Jonathan Davis from Korn,
The Counting Crows guy too.
Counting Crows guy.
Did you know you fucked Courtney Cox?
Yeah.
That's wild, bro.
Respect.
Was he Hall of Famer?
they
Big
dated
respect.
though, didn't they, for like a long time?
Yeah, I think so.
That's so weird because like I don't know if you guys have ever like felt dreadlocks like a woman's dreadlock on your face. And if they're not conditioned, it just
On
feels
the
like
train, yeah. It's getting a little too close. The smell.
gets the amount of like myrrh and frankincense it's getting in your nose. You know what I mean? Dreadlocks feel great. Sometimes it just feels like really judgy wheat. You know what I mean? Or something. Or just like it feels just like petrified dog shit. You know what I mean? Just
I
like,
bet you
oh,
his were not good.
No.
He still got him. I saw when I first moved
Well, it
here.
was fake, wasn't it?
I don't think.
No, you know what fake dreads? Erica Badu.
No.
No.
really?
Yes,
that
that's what
doesn't make
black people,
sense.
we lost our minds.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, because she had
That's fucked up.
she had her tam full of them, and then when she finally said it, it was just like
The whole time?
the whole time.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, it was all yarn and
What?
and I don't know soy. I don't.
think
It was
it's
all. It was.
Indian people's hair. I think that's what weaves are made out of.
That's what high grade weaves.
High grade
Like
weaves.
your hair would be great weave.
Thank you.
It's like
I've been saying
it's
that.
thick. Like you could turn into a light skinned black woman within an afternoon.
Oh,
Like-
that's my backup after the podcast.
You've ruined him for years.
Like you could be an adjunct professor of
know-
African American history at some small town college, and you get outed, especially when somebody does like a background check.
I'm an adolazole, but they won't find out I'm a man. But they'll find out that.
Yeah.
No, they will. They'll just ignore that part because it's like problematic.
Yeah.
It's fraud to bring up that you're pretending to be a woman.
Yeah.
That'll be a good smoke screen, actually.
Yeah.
You use trans
Oh,
as a
it's
smoke
because I'm
screen.
trans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Rachel
good.
Dolezal should have told people she's a black man.
That would have been See,
You know?
Check and mate.
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
right back around. But then Adam, you could do double around. You could be trans black. You could be trans Sean King.
Oh, okay.
And Jewish, trans Sean King of Judah.
Uh-huh.
And that would be, I think people would like really get with that.
Sean King's so funny.
He's the best.
Yeah.
People hate
Is he
him.
white? Like, what's going on there?
See, that's the thing. See how he's saying? You still, it's like the MC Escher of like your race. So like, you don't know where.
Last time I checked, and I probably have the details wrong, but he was clearly raised by white people. But the story is that his mom cheated on his dad with a black guy.
Right.
But his birth certificate and like everything is all white people. But he has a friend from high school that vouches that he was black in high school.
But he's definitely like conning people, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
This whole thing.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as anything, he's like, he's like waking up and like he's like spilling cereal all over his shirt. He's like, oh, I got it's a fun for George Floyd. So the guy died. Yeah, I'm collecting money for
him.
For pencil cases for his kids or some shit. So go ahead and just give me $50 million.
He's the king of like going to like black summits where the flyers made on MS Word. You know what I mean? It's like, or like guys who you've never heard of, but they have these like really intricate names like, Clarence, Nigeria. You know what I mean?
Clarence, Nigeria.
Like Africa Jones. And then they get sitting there and everyone's pointing at you. Everyone's pointing at you with a flag. And Sean King is our speaker. And it's just so weird to see interracial or white con man.
Yeah.
Just majestic, black majestic.
In the middle of the hotel, all these hoteps.
Yeah. Oh, and don't let it be February. Every February I've been counting this. When he turns up the juice, when it's January 29th, he's he gets
like McDonald's. Almost. Yeah. His race is McDonald's, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, he's a McChicken?
Yeah, nobody gets mad at McDonald's for appropriating.
True. No.
Because they mean it.
Yeah,
as much as a company could, McDonald's means
that they want black people to buy their chicken.
Yeah, but the way they go, they used to. I don't know if they still do, but up until like 2015,
no, I remember. It's
McDonald's on Black History Month.
There's not a white person on screen.
Yeah,
and it's like they got like fucking jazz.
I mean, that's kind of been.
Well, they had a website. I know I've mentioned it before, but they had like a Black History Month website.
Yeah,
there's just all this shit about like African flora and fauna on it.
Really?
I mean, it was wild. Yeah, it was like at the tail end of should companies have websites or not. It's before social media.
Right.
I mean, I think it was 365black.com was the URL.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the really thing about McDonald's people don't think about, if they don't know this, is that they do a thing. It was a point in McDonald's, they were getting really deep into wings.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And here's the thing that I was on this like black site that it's kind of like the smoking gun. It goes really deep. They had an initiative to where in black neighborhoods they were charging like $1 less for wings.
Oh, hell yes.
And in some places they were not penalizing the management if they were just giving out wings.
Wow.
So imagine you just like started piecing the Pelican briefing, all this shit together. It's like, hold on, brother, hold on.
Yeah.
Now I was on the white, and you know what I mean. I'm saving hundreds of dollars a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like agents are following you, and pew pew pew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow the money. You know what I mean? And just sitting there. That's so crazy.
That rocks, dude.
But then in white neighborhoods, the healthy salads. So like in black neighborhoods, it's hard to get a McDonald's salad.
The idea of a McDonald's salad makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
Dude, they were going to introduce smoothies, like green smoothies.
Really?
Only in white neighborhoods.
Yeah, remember that push? It was like, I think I was in high school when McDonald's was trying to go healthy.
I mean, I never, when I was like, I had a heavy McDonald's phase. And what I would do always is I'd get a $10 lunch and I would get 10 McChicken sandwiches off the
Big
dollar
respect.
menu. And I would in one
10?
sitting.
Are you fucking with me?
Fucking 10. Eat them
Respect,
up.
dude.
Would you eat them?
No
That's
fries
a lot.
though? No nothing?
No. Dip them in. You dip them. I didn't even
Dip
fucking put the
'em.
sauce on it.
You treat
I
them like
dip 'em-
chips.
Dip them in fucking the sweet and sour sauce. Give me more. I want more.
Respect,
I got
bro.
10 sandwiches. I want at least 10 cups.
Wait,
That
you're
rocks.
eating bun too.
Yeah.
And the will to let all that. 10.
Dude, I used to, when I would go to Taco Bell, the only thing I know I've ordered from Taco Bell for sure is the Grande meal. And when they test marketed the Taco Party, which was an additional 2 tacos over the fucking Grande meal.
in the box.
One sitting.
How do you stay on this show?
Interesting.
Like you have every week, you have to hear him talk about his food escapades.
We have there's a very interesting relationship to food here because Nick is fat in his heart.
Yes.
And when it comes down to
Literally and metaphorically speaking.
we were both fat children.
My blood pressure is like 150 over 110.
And yours is probably regular.
No, I wouldn't say that. But I will. But I came from a loving immigrant household.
Yeah.
Where my mother kept feeding me and told me I was fat.
Food was love.
I was.
But
and
you're
I was
eating
gorgeous.
immigrant food. Somehow immigrant food is much more healthy than American.
Nah, but we were poor
Immigrant fat
too, so
people-
there was like hot dogs and hot pockets on deck. It wasn't just like my mom wasn't always cooking like pasticcio, moussaka, like fucking
Even if she
Greek
was,
shit.
you can get fat off anything.
Yeah.
But you look like one of them fat dudes that can do a cartwheel.
I
all
appreciate
real.
that.
That's because he's never lost weight ever.
No.
So it's
Let's
proportional.
I follow stuff. Those photos
I have-
with Mateo Lane, very brave.
Thank you.
Crazy.
Brave of Mateo.
I'm like, yo, it does look like the worst, the most unrented gay porn ever. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But you, I would say you're probably the healthiest of all three.
No.
I'm telling you, bro. I went to see a dietitian, and he told me something.
Adam is actually healthy.
Adam is relative. The only thing
Because of the
unhealthy
big
about
shit.
Adam
Do you
is-
even go to the
It's on
hospital?
smoke.
he smokes cigarettes, but
Yeah.
outside of that, he's the healthiest.
Yeah.
He also has a lot less. Me and Stav are both very angry people.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Like we have to go to
How
therapy.
does he
Like
not- how's
I
he
don't
not
go to
angry?
therapy, but I should.
Yeah.
He has to
Oh,
go.
your
You hear
reasons
that?
for
He
not
has
going
to go or he'll get into fights with people.
But
Adam goes because it's like a cultural event for
Yeah.
him.
But
It's like
you-
going
Adam,
to shul.
exactly.
Yeah.
Your reasons for not going to therapy or listening to the show are total bullshit. I don't know what you're running from.
Oh yeah, he should go to therapy.
I mean,
There's
I
no
should.
You
doubt,
feel
of
you're
course.
smarter than the
The
therapist?
reason is I'm lazy. It's like it's not that I'm like
How are you? That's the bullshit. You have a very successful, but even for the podcast, writer, comedian. Now, you're not lazy.
well, no, you want. I mean, it's not funny, and I'd prefer not to even have the conversation. But
Oh no,
the reality is,
Bro.
in my personal life, I have like close friends that
Yeah.
I talk to all the time who are like valuable resources to me,
Okay,
and
okay, okay.
hopefully vice versa. And I do have people in my life that I can talk to that I work through.
Not the
things
same as
with.
therapy, baby.
It's not the same as therapy, but it's also too. It's like I have gone to therapy. I've gone to therapists. A lot of them are shitty. And it's like there's no guarantee because I also have I treat it like going to see like a medical professional where I'm not gonna like tiptoe. It's like I'm paying hundreds of dollars an hour. It's like this is specifically what's bothering me.
Yeah.
And like I talk about it, explore whatever the issue is, and it's often like not particularly insightful. That doesn't mean that like there's not therapists that are good at their job, but it's still somebody that's just like a fucking therapist,
Right.
And it's like if I have friends who are smart people that I know have some kind of interest in, how I feel or how I think or whatever, who do offer like critical insight that has like helped me a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
And
It's a valuable resource.
That, in my experience, has been way more of a valuable resource than any like professional. There's very like the times I have gone to see therapists here and there. It's like none of them have ever said something that makes me go, oh, huh, yeah, I guess I could change
But
that.
look what But let's just do this because my background is my parents are working in social services. Mom, training for MLFT, social worker. So I'm a little biased, but I'll say this: the moment you're looking for that aha moment, and it never comes all the time in therapy. You're in therapy right now,
Yeah.
So
it also takes like honestly, I felt that way for probably the first 6 months.
Not
I was
an
like,
aha moment. Like, and again, I'm tempted to just fucking edit it out because I don't like.
No, but if that would be the weirdest thing for you to edit
No, it
out.
wouldn't. It wouldn't be weird to edit it out because it's supposed to be a comedy show. It's not supposed to be like
This
a
is funny as
personal
fuck.
exposition.
Look, you're making dreams.
Hold
come
on.
true.
I'll add something funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for it, bro.
Okay, it stays in.
I saw your sweats move.
Yeah, dude. There was a nice.
It was like an Adidas ripple. It just blew.
There
away.
was a nice little ripple. I've been getting into farting. I've been getting into beating off more. I've had a really wild class.
Corona beating off is a different animal.
I've been putting up wild numbers. I don't know. I took Adderall. Sometimes I feel like I beat off more on Adderall.
Yeah, because your dick doesn't get fully hard.
See, I don't. Okay, here, how about
Mine
this?
doesn't.
If you take Adderall and a dick pill,
Yeah.
then
shit.
it's the limit. Then it's
Is this like Limitless? Like,
Yeah,
you are Bradley Cooper?
Then I'm Bradley Cooper.
No, it's-
Just imagine because it's like
It's awesome, dude. It rocks.
it'd be great if he
actually.
masturbated all throughout the movie. You know what I mean?
Is it when you're at higher altitudes easier or harder to maintain an erection?
Oh, interesting.
I would think
say
it'd be harder, right? Because you do need
Blood is thinner.
Yeah.
Well,
less oxygen.
but it's more viscosity.
That's true.
I don't know.
Harder to concentrate. Right?
But so underwater, would your dick get even thicker? Because water's because you're
Sav, you know what you should do this winter? You should go to Denver and train at
beat off with the peak. on a
like
summit.
Rocky and Rocky IV and Drago. He's got a piece of wood.
You should
just dragging.
you should get an Airbnb in Denver, and I can smash up all the dishes.
You'd be like a Kenyan marathon runner.
Yeah. But it's about getting pussy.
But it's about getting pussy. You still bust in 3 minutes, so it doesn't really matter.
No, first of all, I don't bust fast. I have a fucked up foreskin that stops me from busting fast. Mm-hmm. It's a gift and a curse at the same time. I honestly can count on that one hand the amount of times I've really busted super fast.
Yeah, you got stamina. Like,
but it's because my dick is fucked up.
I don't see sitting here across from you, because I'm telling you, people were messaging me all day, like knowing that I might be doing this. The amount of questions. One girl asked me, please look at his crotch and let me know.
I'll
say this.
What? He's hard.
Well, not hard.
If he's coming in his pants.
I'll get my dick
He's
hard.
he's hoard right now. You
Look,
know what I mean?
if everyone wants to know, my dick is not as small as I say, but it's not big. How about that?
It's powerful to say your dick is very small.
It's powerful.
Your
to me.
dick is
powerful.
I don't have like a sub.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right
I feel like
before
it's famous. I think it's like more famous than you. Like your dick got
fine.
JFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My dick has done more than I have. But it's fine. Honestly, I have to say, there's certain angles. I've taken some pics of my penis where I'm like, who is this guy? You know what I mean? Where I'm like, hell yeah, dude. I send that one.
You should do that thing that some artists do, conceptual artists, where they take a photo every day for a year and they just make this huge exhibition.
I should. Because some days my dick looks awesome, dude.
You should take a picture before and after you tell your dick it's beautiful.
Talk to it like a plant. Talk to it like a plant.
Dove real cock.
We should do that, dude. The dumb real cock.
It would be funny if men did dumb shit like that
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
They would just have we all hang out and show each other our cocks and
little
draw
ass
them.
dicks. Yeah, soft.
We all draw each other's
Oh my
cocks.
god, I would kill to have that kind of cock.
It was a spiritual experience for us, and we all grew closer together, even though we all hate each other and gossip about each other constantly.
And we'll never actually
we fucked the same person, and now we'll never forgive each other. But that's what brotherhood is about. That's why we had to create an Instagram account so everyone knows that we're friends.
Women are constantly just trying to destroy each other.
Yeah.
They're just at war with each other. 100%.
I know.
Well,
that's why they can't be in charge of the
best
world.
example is like girls move in, they become roommates, and then they got like notes all over the house. So it's like, I love us, house rules, best friends forever.
Yeah.
And like two guys can live with each other for a decade, and you'd be like, I think that guy's name is Glenn. But if the house phone rang and it's like, hey man, it's Glenn, your roommate, can you bail me out of jail? You'd be like, oh yeah, I guess I gotta go bail out my roommate.
Yeah.
That's why.
Whereas the girl would be like, sorry, Beth. I forgot. You used my stand mixer to impress that guy I liked. So now we hate each other.
Yeah.
It does feel like a lot of those friendships are made only to destroy that person in private. Because I've seen, like, let's just say I've had a history of like dating lady comics, and you'll
The
see
worst people in the entire world.
Lesbians.
They should be unequivocally, they should be gassed.
Totally.
There should be a genocide.
There should be a van that comes by that says 5 minutes of stage time in here. And
it's
they
a
get
truck
in-
that says Refinery 29.
Yes.
And
there's
we're finding
a-
29 half-hour series.
The
You're a
exhaust-
finalist. Hop in.
The exhaust pumps right back into the fucking cargo compartment.
If Trump did a tweet and he was like, all the lady comics, they're monsters, we're sending them, we're ejecting them from this country, I would for half a second be
You'd
like,
vote for him?
I might, maybe.
Yeah. You should, man.
It'll be historic.
Yeah. That's how he unites the tent. That's the key to the big tent.
Yeah.
Is throw all the lady comics onto the bus. But anyway, you were saying?
No, but just watching the glimmer they have in their eye to talk about. I've seen
When someone fucks something up, the look they have to like punish them for it.
especially if you're not somebody that's known for talking shit. And I'm not saying all. This is the ones that I've been around.
Of course.
It's like if you're not known for talking, but you can say nasty shit. First, it goes to appearance, who they fucked. Well, I remember this one woman I was with. she was talking about somebody who's famous, who's a public figure, and guess what's going on all night about how she smelled?
Oh yeah.
You know, because she had a fat person smell.
Yeah.
Like
And she was
Was
fat?
this the girl from
Yeah.
the Ari special with the one arm?
Wait, what?
Remember that Ari Shaffir had a special a couple of years ago where
We just trashed some
he was like
lady with one
trashing some
arm
woman
who
with
wasn't
one
even
arm and
famous.
that worked at or she didn't work at it. She was just hanging out at the Comedy Store. But in his special, he's like, she just had that, that like fat smell. And it was so funny because that clip, it was before they finally got him with Kobe. It took forever
Yeah.
for the world to get Ari because Ari would just do this horrific shit and then just be like, yeah, you just turn off your phone.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, all you have to do is not look at your phone.
For like 2 weeks, you just would get off the internet.
Yeah, go on a vacation.
Yeah.
It's free. You don't have to work. You just got time off work.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him because I talked to black comics in LA who like he doesn't know when he touches down and the Comedy Store opens up, that fade is waiting for him.
Yeah.
Like that fade.
Did you see the video Godfrey made? Did you see the video Godfrey made?
Yeah.
He's like, Ari fucks around. He's a comedian, but this time he went too far. And he goes, I mean, he's like basically like, if he gets killed because of this, he will have deserved it. It's fucking wild. Godfrey, who's like the most chill, not gonna rock the boat with like anything, you know, just fucking. He's like, if Ari gets killed, he had it coming.
I used to open for him in the Bay Area, and to know with Godfrey, knowing that like if Godfrey came in and just wanted to fight Ari Shaffir, like Ari would have to just murder him on sight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
the amount of working out and all the natural medicine, and all that, he's basically our Luke Cage. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. He's
Like,
he's
He
incredible.
could end SARS. Like I think like, if they flew him back there, he could just kill all the cops out there, unrape all the people. You know what I mean? And gets taken to. But Ari's about to, dude. I would just stay away from LA.
Yeah.
He's just gotta start doing like that movie Green Room. Just start doing shows in the forest. You know what I mean?
For Nazis.
Yeah.
Star Trek Nazis.
Star Trek Nazis.
Yes, we're actually white supremacists. That's such a funny casting.
Yeah, that's
The Nazis would just have like some
Picard.
Like, it's just like this fat British man.
Yeah.
That's like, would you like to join my racist gang in the forest?
We're going to rape the Chinese.
that movie rocked.
Yeah, we met the guy from Star Wars, and he's doing Nazi shit out in the woods.
Damn.
His phone, the guy's phone finally works
Yeah.
in the woods, and he's like, "We met at Picard."
There was a line in that Dead Bang movie I watched. The premise is like Don Johnson. He's just some alcoholic cop whose wife left him, and then a cop gets murdered in L.A. And then he's like investigating the murder. It turns out to be connected to this like white supremacist ring.
Oh, nice.
It's like nationwide. So he's like blowing up this like huge case of connected white supremacy. But he's going through the evidence from like the initial bust, and there's all this like hate speech shit, and he's reading it. And he's like, you know, it's like we have to secure a future for the white race, and he's like, so what? They just sit around writing this bullshit all day? Like, Don Johnson rocks.
Oh, he's incredible.
Yeah,
he's so
fucking
cool.
incredible.
yeah. No, I was surprised that movie was as entertaining as it was.
I might watch that. I love Don Johnson.
It was
John
good,
Johnson's
dude.
the best. I saw him in San Francisco. He was filming Nash Bridges.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That guy is truly Johnny on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was enamored because I was sitting down there and I was with some young, and a lady asked for a cigarette, like a light, and he gets before she even finished the sentence, had the lighter ready to go.
Yeah.
Another guy that's charismatic to a degree that people don't even appreciate because he kind of transcends that like disgusting 80s malaise where like you watch Miami Vice now and he doesn't seem like a fucking 80s dork.
Right.
Whereas the other guy, what's his name?
Yeah.
Tubbs.
Yeah, but the actor's name.
I don't know his name.
Wait a minute.
Jamie Foxx.
yeah.
Wait.
Harry Belafonte.
No. It's
I'm picturing his face right now.
yeah, because he's got his last name sounds like how wavy his hair is.
Yeah,
He's
he
just
had
sitting there,
a
it's like,
curly do.
He's one of the only people that has a Tony, an Oscar, an Emmy, and a
He's an
Grammy.
EGOT?
Yeah.
no,
For
no,
what?
he does not.
Yeah, he does.
He has an Oscar.
He does, yeah.
For what?
I don't know. I just said that. No, actually, what I think it is he has a necklace that
See,
says
Tom, is it like
He has a necklace that says EGOT because he wanted to go into music after Miami Vice. Michael Phillip Thomas or Philip Michael Thomas.
Philip Michael Thomas.
And yeah, he wanted to go into wow, he looks crazy now.
Did he lose his hair?
No, he grew like a big gray beard out, and
Oh, he looks cool now.
Let's
he
see.
looks like Santa.
Oh shit, he does look kind of cool.
Like Black Letterman.
Yeah.
Damn, he's a handsome guy.
Yeah, career, Miami Vice, Nash Bridges, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. What a funny arc. Video games,
The show, the famous show I was on, my co-star's second show that he gave me a spot on, and then a video game based off of the show I was
keep
on.
scrolling down, it says Psychic Readers Network.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I hope he's fucking caked up. I hope he's not broke.
Yeah.
He's too cute. Is a retired American actor and musician.
I'm trying to find that EGOT. My phone now. Oh, yeah. Oh, he invented the term.
Oh.
Thomas coined the acronym EGOT.
Oh,
meaning
what?
Emmy,
How'd
Grammy-
you know that?
Again,
That was
brain.
the
was that,
fucking the placemat thing.
You
I don't know the man's name.
What a beautiful mind.
But I
I
do
feel like
know
that was the weirdest Don Cheadle Black History Moment commercial
Yeah.
ever. You know what I mean?
in reference to his plans for winning all four. So he was the one that
Oh,
wanted.
he was planning it.
He was planning it.
Respect.
Yeah, and so he coined the term,
Respect.
which I would have gone Toge.
Yeah.
Not a Toge.
I'm trying to go Toad.
I'm trying to get my Toge.
Who got it? Who's gotten it?
Sean Connery. Rest in peace.
Sean Connery.
Yeah. I'm so glad I wasn't.
Whoopi has an EGOT.
How the
Whoopi?
amount of people that were
John
rushing
Lovitz?
to have a retarded Sean Connery women beating take on social media.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Actually, he's bad.
that is one of the best.
Actually,
The quote is really
That's
good.
one of the best videos of all time.
The quote is good.
yeah,
I'm
he's
guilty
90
of that.
years old and he's James Bond. What the fuck do you want?
I rewatched. I didn't realize his last movie was The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen 2003.
Wow, no,
way.
no way.
It was.
No,
Yes.
There's no way, dude.
Yes.
Entrapment had to have come out.
No, Entrapment came out before
Wait,
that.
when
I
is
rewatched it this weekend, and it is
No chance.
such
What was
a
the one
piece
where
of
he
shit.
did with
didn't
Busta
make-
Rhymes?
He didn't
Yeah,
make a movie the last 17 years. No, Busta Rhymes wasn't
No
in it.
way.
Yes, look it up, dude.
I'm looking up the video.
I looked.
right
I
now.
mean, I looked it up when.
To slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
But that video is great if you strip it of its substance or
Yeah.
whatever, and then it's just a video of someone thinking they're gonna like, oh,
right.
and
he's
just
like, I
not-
don't give a fuck,
I don't
bitch.
fucking
He's
care.
like, I'm Sean Connery.
I'm James Bond.
He's like, Barbara, what do you think was going to happen, you fucking bitch?
What were you expecting?
You can't cancel me, you fucking bitch.
Why don't you eat my ass?
Why don't you give me a dome?
It's crazy to think that that's how great, how official Sean Connery is in Hollywood and white America. Because like Wesley Snipes beat Halle Berry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's just got this curse on him. And stuff.
Yeah.
And no one's ever publicly been in an interview like Wesley. What was it like? You slapped 65% of the hearing out of Halle Berry's ear.
But it's also Halle Berry.
Yeah.
If-
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if Sean... Also, it's not like Sean Connery
Yeah, it
had
was
like
his-
a famous beating incident,
It
right?
was his last movie.
No, but if you say a comment like that,
Sean
He's
Connery,
put hands.
the reality is he probably didn't actually ever beat any women. It was just his policy. And because people knew his policy, he never had to act on it.
Right.
That's part of his
strength.
the rich history of British colonialism.
Right.
Is you rule by promise.
It's like the new... It's like a new...
Pax Britannica.
Yeah.
It's like as you say.
What's it called? Strength, peace through strength, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's him.
the big stick.
He was carrying around the big stick.
He was carrying around the big fist.
Speak softly and carry a big stick. That's that was him. That was him said that.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, no, I just looked it up again. It was his last movie, 2003. And what a piece of shit it was.
It was. I remember seeing it as a little
so
kid.
bad. I rewatched
It's
it.
yeah. It's
We
like-
rented it from the fucking
They were like,
library.
instead of picking one boring story, let's combine all of the biggest failures in terms of storytelling.
It was like the Avengers, but it was all these. It was Captain Nemo.
Do you remember the other Avengers, the original?
Yeah,
one?
that was also a piece of shit. Yeah.
With the fucking umbrella.
Yeah. Was he was in that?
No.
Wait, what's
Who
that?
was the main
The
guy?
Avengers, like I think it was
from
also
the
2000. It was like 2001 or something. And it was maybe it was year 2000. I don't know, but it was like
He narrated a movie.
it was like
98.
Rafe Fiennes.
It was
some-
98.
It was
yeah.
Rafe Fiennes and like
Ralph
fucking,
Fiennes, Uma Thurman,
yeah, Uma Thurman. Yeah.
who is a real piece of ace. Oh, and Sean Connery.
Sean Connery was
Yeah.
in Sir Billy.
Sean Connery.
1998.
Sean Connery was in that and Entrapment in 98. And then he was in Finding Forrester.
Well, he was the executive producer for the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but
He had
the,
his fingerprints
the
all
squad
over
the
that
squad was Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Dorian Gray. It was like all the worst.
Dorian Gray.
It was
Would he
all
just
the
carry
worst.
around a picture?
It was
So-
like Captain Nemo from fucking 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Captain Nemo.
Which, have you ever read that book?
No, fuck
It's shit.
I
It's
feel like
fucking
all-
terrible.
Dads all say it was like, I read that as a boy and it was great.
It's a fucking garbage
Yeah.
book, dude.
Oh, and when I watched it, my friend was like, it's Toby from The West Wing in brownface. He was like, we got to watch it because Captain Nemo is Toby from The West
Is
Wing in
it?
brownface. And we rewatched it. It was it
it's-
looked a lot like him, but
it's
it was an Indian.
It's an Indian. Man.
But he thought it was.
Remember the Toby in blackface? This is the only way to reach those voters.
We got to call the
It
president.
may seem, Mr. President, this may seem crazy to you, but I spent every night this week looking at the data because I care. This isn't makeup on my face. It's my heart on my sleeve. I guess that's why they call it the West Wing. just Aaron Sorkin drunk writing an episode of West Wing.
Oh,
Just
he had
phoning it in.
dementia. He had dementia.
Oh, Sean
So
Connery.
that's probably why he
Yeah.
hadn't worked in 20 years.
That's sad.
He was just out there.
It's a very sad thing that happens.
He's just at home slapping all the pillows
Get
on the
it?
couch.
Yeah. Are you my wife? He's slapping
Yeah.
every woman he sees.
Are you being? Is that a bitch?
Are you being a bitch?
Is that a bitch I see?
Just every bitch in the Cinnabon getting a backhand from Sean Connery.
You listen here, bitch.
What the hell is this? Is this a bitch? This is a coat rack. Am I looking at a bitch right now? Yes, it's very sad.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to one of the hardest dick savages of all time.
And by the time this comes out,
It'll be weeks
it will
after.
it'll be 2 weeks after, and Donald Trump will have been reelected. But
Yeah.
we still want to put
It
that
would be
on
funny
the record.
if Alex Trebek had some kind of comment about it. He's like, looks like who got the last laugh?
Just a fictional beef.
Yeah. Yeah. This faggot died before his rival.
They're like, damn, Alex is really not taking to the chemo well. It's turned him mean in his
Yeah.
old age.
The sweetest man of all time.
The
Yeah.
smoothest, because there was that always that rumor that he could have been dead. It's like Tom Hanks, Tom Jones, and Alex Trebek have all had a rumor that they were part black.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, the Hoteps think Tom Jones is black.
I'm going to go ahead.
Well,
and,
Tom Hanks is a pedophile.
No.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
He's in the he's
Top
in
Wait,
the,
wait, skirt. Wait, what are you talking about?
He might be the top.
Wait,
of the,
I can't let this happen. Tom Hanks
Are
is
you
from the
sure?
town. Wait, no, there's no way he's from Tom Hanks from East Oakland. There's no way he's from. He's a
Chet Hayes quit social media because he was so sick and tired of people.
No, he's not, because I was doing this web show called "Is That You, Karen?" where we reviewed Karen videos. And we reached out to Chet Hanks, and he's on Cameo, hard,
Yeah.
giving you full like, "Hey, happy birthday, what a bye," you know what I mean?
The guy
It's
that
like-
the guy that does the voice for the Batman animated series Batman is on there, and he is one of the ugliest people in the entire world. And it's so weird. He's like Kevin Batman here is Batman, and like he just
Jesus
his
Christ.
face is all fucked up like pockmarked.
He's got a great voice.
He's like, I love talking to the fan. I got to remember what Batman sounds like. I can't.
I'm Batman.
No, he's like.
Hey y'all, it's
I just
me,
remember that
Batman.
episode I showed you guys where he's like.
With Harvey Dent.
Yeah, he's like gay for Harvey Dent.
That's so
He's
true.
like,
Yeah.
You better pick her up soon, Harvey, or I might steal her myself. It's like so in the Batman animated series, like Harvey Dent, he's like he has to go to therapy because he's got like he's suppressing his demons of Two-Face or whatever. And fucking so Bruce Wayne's trying to convince his friend Harvey to go to therapy. Nobody knows he's Batman. And so he's like, there's nothing to be ashamed of about having secrets, Harvey. If there's anything I know myself, it's keeping secrets. Outside of the context of the audience knows he's Batman.
Yeah.
But Harvey Dent just thinks this is 1930s Playboy homosexual Bruce Wayne.
Why don't you come over? We can talk about our secrets, Harvey.
Yeah. Jeez, Harv.
I know both of us are.
Harv.
We're different.
Harv.
Harvey.
Harv, why didn't you come over and fuck me in the ass?
Harvey. Don't fuck homie in the ass.
Homie, don't get fucked in your ass by Harvey Dent. Homie, don't let Harvey Dent from Batman fuck you in the ass. But Marge, I'm trying it out.
I want to be gay.
Yeah, look at here he is.
Robbie Fitz, this is Batman calling from Wayne Manor. Congratulations, Robbie, on your
He's
wedding.
weird looking.
Yeah, he's
Mad rich. Look how
he's-
big his house is.
Well, but also he's not even doing Batman voice.
Not at all.
He just happens to be the guy that played Batman,
Yeah.
and now he's making himself British.
And he's not doing the voice that they're clearly paying you
Yeah.
for. No one's paying for your face.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking asshole. Fuck him.
Reviewed by Caitlin. I want to see him like. Thank you so much, Kevin. I want to see him sliding into her DMs.
Can I see your pussy, Caitlin?
Yeah. Geez, Harv, can I see your pussy, Caitlin? Marge, can I fuck you? You're not even that. You're not Dan Kessler. But Marge, I want to fuck you in your pussy, Caitlin. Thanks for using Cameo. I was just like, keep getting banned from Cameo and making a profile for Homer Simpson. I'll be like, I'm Homer Simpson.
I'm Homer.
Yeah, it's
I am
me.
the actor who played Homer.
I'm the actor Homer Simpson. Yeah. Happy birthday, Eric, you fucking bitch. Nice balls. Nice balls to Christina, who's turning 5 today.
I love it.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Eddie Furlong's on here. Somebody sent me a Eddie Furlong
What?
clip that's like really just sad.
How bad does he look?
I mean, he
Who's
was
Eddie Furlong?
he looks better now than you would think he would look.
The pictures that everyone shared of him looking bad looked really bad.
Yeah, but
He was
Alex, what's up? Michael C. Patrick wanted me to answer a question for you.
Wait, what the fuck?
What
his
was
dog.
it like to watch my son play John Connor in Terminator Dark Fate? Well, that wasn't my son.
he's drinking a beer.
Oh,
My
fuck.
son is
This is the
way too
motherfucker from
smart to be an
Terminator?
actor.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. No, he was fucked. He had a hard life.
He started looking really bad after him and Natasha Lyonne split up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just like starts slipping heavy into drugs and gets all like it was like one of those Hollywood true stories. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just a cautionary.
Yeah,
tale.
him and Corey Feldman are both fucked up in the same way, which is they probably went through the Charlie Sheen fantasy factory and came out used up.
Yeah. Damn, even the guy, even when you're on Terminator, they fuck you.
Charlie Sheen
You don't even get a pass if you're in
getting
Terminator.
into the boys.
Why would he get a pass if he's in
I don't know.
And not to shit on you, but why would he?
Because
he was such a non-factor in Terminator 2.
No one is.
Come on, let's make the movie. Stop molesting.
Stop fucking him in the arm.
Stop fucking Eddie. We have to make the movie.
Into the chopper.
Get out of the boy's ass. Hurry up. Come on.
I don't know. I just feel like if
A
you're a
molesting
star,
robot
you
is
shouldn't get
crying
fucked.
after him.
Yeah.
He gets dude.
It's really sad.
But I guess if Macaulay got fucked, everyone was getting fucked.
Yeah.
Did Macaulay get fucked?
Did MJ fuck him?
No, he
represented.
He came out hard for
I think
Michael.
the reality is
No,
that none of them actually get fucked. It's the world we have to create to explain the tragedies of their lives, even though they had all these things.
Yeah, they
because
have
we
fame
can't,
and-
Come
on
on, they
a
get
basic
fucked.
level, we can't accept that you could be famous, grow up famous, have all this money, have this nice life, and still end up a drug addict.
No.
Because the game is rigged. It doesn't mean shit to
They
make any
definitely
fucking
get
money.
fucked.
There's a different quality of life that exists
Nick's-
outside of this system.
Nick's right.
It definitely seemed like in the
No
90s.
way,
It seemed
they
like
get
mid 90s
fucked.
people were getting fucked. Nobody in the 80s. I never heard Todd Bridges being like, you know what I mean? Like I never heard like.
Okay, the
Emmanuel
Nickelodeon
Lewis.
kids. That guy Dan Schneider fucked those kids.
Yeah, but girl,
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, hot
hot
girls.
Oh my god.
Hot 12-year-old.
I mean, come on, Aruga.
Boy,
I'm gonna start doing that to women. Be like, I forgot. It was quarantine.
It was quarantine.
I forgot.
I think you have a week where you can just be.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
We've all been-
I
through
thought
a
maybe
lot.
you missed it. Sean Connery died. Me and some of the guys were talking about it. I thought we'd bring back the Awooga.
It would be funny. You're just practicing like as rumors quarantine ending. You just
Yeah.
walk around New York City. Gets just asking politely, like, can I talk about your breasts, please? Excuse me, like really progressive, just
Yeah.
please.
These are nice.
I told-
Aesthetically, I'm
I told
turned
the
on.
story already, but I used to live in Chinatown, and Little Italy's right there. And they got all these barkers for the restaurants, and half the barking is like just sexually harassing. women on the street. Or it was at the time, because like this was probably 2014, right before the anti-cat calling shit started up, and the fucking like, it's like I forget what the guy said. It was an Italian guy, but he was like, "Mama, those fucking titties," or something like that. And then he turns to his friend and he's like, "Babuglia segrebiret," and it's like, whatever what is he saying in Italian? And he had to switch languages from the first thing that it could be so vulgar going from there that he's like, "I don't want to hear this part."
I love that in terms of this guy. I saw a guy that was harassing a woman in 3 languages. He was trying to figure out. So he was like this multilingual, like he was like, "Ma'am, you're nice ass" in Spanish. And then when he just ended up in like Chinese.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was probably the most amazing thing. Then the other thing, I used to be a club promoter. And there was a bisexual club promoter.
Hell yeah.
And it was just so weird to be like 2 a.m. like, "Hey, blue shirt. Oh, fuck you. Hey, nigga, you next to him. You know what I'm saying? I fuck you too, nigga. I don't give a shit, nigga. Hole's a hole." I already said that. A hole's a hole. And
Respect.
I was
That
like,
story Jamel tells about the guy
That's the
hitting
best
on it.
story.
It's one of the funniest stories.
Yeah.
We can't do it because you got to say the N word to do this story.
well,
It's Jamel. Next time you see Jamel, ask him to tell you the story about the.
can
gay
we
guy.
call Jamel to tell it?
I don't know if he'll pick up.
He will pick up.
Yeah, I don't know. If the
I know
phone-
exactly.
Rob
what he's
Deirdrick's
doing.
show is not happy.
Ask
He's
him,
just-
next time you see him, ask him about the.
I fuck with Jamel, and it seems like there's a point of like, because I stay not alone, but like we used to have this thing where we were always planning to go to Yogurt Land together.
Yogurt Land.
Yeah, in LA.
Was
That'd
it
be
like a
awesome.
frozen
Yeah,
yogurt
it's
place?
like, you know how we
I'd
love
love to get
Diet
in on
Coke.
that. Yeah,
Frozen
yeah, yeah.
yogurt is like we just
Certainly.
vibe off frozen yogurt.
Oh,
It's one of the
100%.
places with all the levers where you do it yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And because I told him one time, I met a dude at Yogurtland that gave me the biggest like. He was like the biggest mind, but he was like he walked in there with his own cups.
Yeah.
Like sample cups. He's like, "They can't stop you."
Yeah.
And then he because he had on camo shorts, like a big dog t-shirt.
It's always
with an
funny
off-brand big dog-
when people confuse can't for won't.
Right.
When people who think they're beating the system
I think that's
are just being like ignored because they're
It's
pathetic.
easier. Yeah.
I think that's a poster at Weight Watchers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's right there. Dude, he said the illest thing. He said, "What I like to do." And then as a fat person, I just had to lean in. He's like,
Of
what?
course.
He's like, you can put toppings. They can't stop you. And I said, and I don't like to say the N-word to the wife. I was like, "Nigga, what?" And he was just saying, he's like, "Yeah, you put toppings." And this was like a white Samoan guy.
So he would just put.
Wait, what's a white Samoan?
The guy was mixed
So
race.
just a fat person?
Yeah, his race was all just fat.
Yeah, 'cause-
It's just like,
There's nothing
Spam.
discernible
His
about-
race was spam.
about Samoans other than they're fat.
fat says street
He was wearing a coconut bra. And he was fat.
He was sandwich board. But he said, and he did it right in front of me. He put toppings on his thing, and the girl just looked at me like, ah. you know, and it was just, I tried it. I couldn't even commit myself.
No, you got to be a real piece of shit.
Right.
Because it's like, you're just being rude to the worker.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting back to them one way or another.
Pumping peanut butter sauce on your chocolate frozen yogurt.
And he didn't pay for any of it.
No, he sat there. I paid for mine. I just sat him going through, and it was just like, it was like those people who found a way in the like early aughts to take coupons, and you would do it to the point where the grocery store would pay you back.
Right.
So he was just sitting there 9 cups deep and swirled it.
9 cups? Like, he got multiples.
He had his own cups.
What?
He said you could order on eBay. Went home that night, ordered a cup. I was tempted just for the sheer fact of fuckery.
Wait, they're branded cups that he would bring in for free refills.
They're all the same, he said. And they are all the same. So he walked in and they thought it was amusing. So he was just a liability.
But if he did that he can't do that constantly.
He said he would come in 3-4 times a week. I was living in East Hollywood, and I just saw him. He basically had the same outfit, and he was just like, but he just came there and he was just chilling, and he had the biggest cell phone. It was like one of those like, I forget the one. It was just huge, right? It was like 2 Androids put together, right? It was just sitting there.
Oh, right. Those humongous.
Those
Like
Samsung.
but before
LeBron
Samsung,
had it. LeBron had that phone.
what was the ones that people used to rock? They weren't Androids, but they were huge phones. They were like cell phones.
BlackBerry?
No. Even though BlackBerry did come out with huge phones, because they had the BlackBerry Passport. It was like opening a book. You know what I mean?
Right.
But this was, I don't know. I forget. It was like the
Palms?
Right after Palms, it was a cell phone company. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't Samsung.
I used a cell phone, so I would like.
Right.
Yeah.
It was called something One. It was something.
Kyocera?
Are you sure that's not a Samsung?
Kyocera,
Nokia.
No,
Samsung made a massive phone.
The T-Mobile Sidekick was a big phone.
No, it was after that. Once we started having like cell phones, it was big, and it was a company that was blazing. Like some of you had it, but they weren't. It was a name. Fuck.
HTC.
Yeah, that is what
buzzer
it is.
beater.
That is what it is.
Woo!
Nick used to have an HTC.
That's
They
right.
weren't-
I got it. That was the first smartphone I ever got. Was an
I
HTC
remember that.
one, because Wardell had one.
That was for no phone ass Mullen got an HTC.
Yeah.
That's right. Wardell did have an HTC.
That is what I had. That Wardell is the most interesting person.
No, he's not.
There's
There's not that much.
I don't know, man.
He's my guy, but he's not interesting.
You don't think he's interesting?
No.
As a young dude out here.
No.
He's not a young
Causing
dude
havoc.
anymore. He's 30 years old.
Yeah, I think he's older than that.
He's been lying about his age, first of
Yeah.
all. He was never 19.
He's our age.
He's been 27. He was 27 in D.C. when they discovered him.
He was born
You just
during
can't
the-
tell because he's Filipino.
Yeah.
He was definitely born.
He's white Samoan.
yeah.
He's like, you can just bring your own cups.
It is great to see how many people hate him in LA and tell me
we love him.
Of course,
like,
you
he's
can't
our
hate
friend.
Brandon.
No,
You'd
you
be
hate
annoyed
yourself.
by him, but you can't hate
There's
him.
nothing he does that will make you hate him. He hasn't figured
Well,
out.
he's annoying.
Yeah.
for sure.
He's one of our oldest friends.
I
lot of
figured the
people
way he would make more headway in LA if he just took out a page in the LA Times and just apologized.
It was like, I'm sorry, I didn't deserve most of
No,
my success.
140 point font. I
disagree.
apologize.
I remember,
comedy
I
community.
remember I was like visiting LA like 10 years ago. It was like right after Brandon like first went there, and I went to go hang out with him. And I brought a book, and I can't remember what the book was, but I was reading it like that. I think that week or whatever. And like I was at his house, and he started reading it, and like I come in, and he's gotten like literal like Cheeto dust all over. He's just dirtied up the pages like a child would. And he's like, "This is really good. Can I borrow this?" It's like, no.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. You've dirtied it. I remember whenever he would stay with anyone, it would just be like he's just blasting YouTube on
Yeah,
your
right.
couch from 3 a.m.
like,
he
look
would
at this.
sleep till 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch this Lil B video.
Yeah.
I miss him. I owe him a call.
Yeah, well, he would do shit like he'll like shit in your bathroom, then lock the door from the inside, and leave your front door wide open, like catch an Uber to the airport.
Yeah.
No. He did that. He
Just
did that.
refrigerator wide open.
He did that at my old apartment.
He's a very feet on
gonna be
the
upset.
dashboard kind of
He's
guy.
gonna be upset that
That's the vibe Brandon Wardell.
He's gonna be
has.
upset that I shared this, but I don't care. I lived with two I lived with two like former fraternity brothers from like from I think they were from Alpha Kappa Alpha.
Okay.
They're like two
classic black
yeah,
fraternity.
Yeah, like professional.
It's not
AKAs.
AKF.
Wait, what, two white guys?
I know two black guys.
Oh, black
in
guys.
Bushwick.
Yeah.
I lived with and they.
Wait, when did you? Oh, when you first
in
moved.
Bushwick,
When
yeah.
you first moved.
And
Yeah.
Brandon was staying with me on the couch, and both of them were like, "Who is this kid?" And I guess they were both at work, and I was gone, and he was taking a shit, and he clogged the toilet, and he had an Uber downstairs, and he got stressed out about like trying to unclog,
And he just left.
and he
it.
left.
Wow.
And my old roommate wanted to kill me.
Yeah, he should.
Wanted
You
to
deserve
kill me.
it.
And I was like, this guy's never allowed to stay here again. I'm sorry, dude. And he's
But
like,
it's kind of endearing. I mean, it's
It
like
is
it is
very
annoying,
endearing.
but I mean,
No,
it's, also,
it's really not when it's
It's
happening.
rude. That is
It's
rude.
no. Don't give him the out of it being endearing.
that is rude.
No. He needs to fucking handle it. I mean, I think he's better at that shit now. He was just a
grown up.
child.
He read
Yeah.
3 books. He's grown up.
Yeah.
He's
he
doing
got-
well.
yeah, he finally
He's been-
cleaned the Cheeto dust off his hands on other people's books, and now he's matured.
Well, look,
There was funny. There was that transition period where he was becoming an adult, where he would be like,
It was so cute.
he'd be like, "Hey, it's really good to see you."
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that's your like wearing your dad's suit. line. It's really good to see you again.
Yeah, stop making this much eye contact with me, bitch.
Yeah, just stop. Let's just go to lunch, and then you can fucking
Look, fellas, I got to pick up a cake, so
Yeah.
we got to wrap this up.
Ooh, Stav's had
one for
a
you,
hankering.
one for George.
It's George's birthday. I'm getting him a cake.
We
What kind of cake?
We shouldn't have mentioned that.
Why?
We should have let it slip because you wouldn't have. Adam and I said George's birthday, then the audience would have
Would think
thought
that I was just buying a cake
that
for
you-
myself?
Yes.
Yeah, I should have
Lack of context. Because you wouldn't have thought to say that it's George's birthday because you already told us before we started.
Right.
So then people would be like,
Would think like, yeah.
Stop
this fat
ended the
fucking
show
piece
to
of shit. Always stopping the fucking show so he can have cake.
he has to get cake. Meanwhile, I'm gay. I just got to sit here being gay.
Being gay. That is it. That is literally what's going on.
Well, are you going to Milk Bar?
Yeah.
What are you pretending? Now you're pretending you're a milk bar guy. After you're gonna.
I
Yeah.
don't like the birthday cake. I like the other cake.
Shut up.
I like the
Shut up.
The strawberry.
Shut the fuck
the
up.
Strawberry,
Shut up.
The strawberry shortcake is very good from there. And I
Okay.
like the little munchkins, like the little
Quiet.
circle things.
You know,
like
you know what I would love right now? A Junior's New York style cheesecake.
yeah, that would be nice. I
know,
love.
I love you
cheesecake.
guys so much. I'd
I'm
walk
not a
like Diddy
cheesecake
made
guy.
guys
Cheesecake
walk.
is good.
I
You know what's,
love it.
You know what's
I'm
really
not a
good
cheesecake
is
guy.
the Italian cheesecake at Cafe Reggio.
That's where you get
When
your
I was
weed
a
from.
kid, cheesecake was the nicest thing I could think of. I
not a
asked for it for
cheesecake guy.
every
Is
birthday.
there anything nicer than cheesecake? Honestly,
It was. I felt like a prince
It's the best
eating
kind of
my
cake.
cheesecake.
No,
Yeah.
it is not.
I love it.
wait
It's
a minute.
too-
Controvert. This is wait a minute.
It's
Wait.
fine. It's
This is-
good, but it's not. It's
Here's the thing:
it's
ice
just
cream
fine.
cake.
It's
beats,
too mushy.
Ice cream cake beats all the other cakes, but it's
that's
cheating.
that's a special
never-
cake.
it's cake
That's
and
a
then
special
also
cake.
ice cream.
Ice cream
It's
cake.
not really
cake is
cake. It's
special.
just ice
It'd be like, the best kind of pussy is blowjob pussy. It's like, no, you're adding a thing on top of it.
Yeah.
The answer is clearly fat.
Are we talking? Are we talking cheesecake with anything on it, or just plain cheesecake? You're
Any kind. I mean, cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake.
I feel like the texture is just too mushy. Honestly,
That's why you got to try that Italian cheesecake, man. It's got
Okay.
like a more of a bite to it.
I'm interested in
And
that.
they use
It's like a lemon.
They use like ricotta. It's like
I'm interested in
an
that a
adult
lot.
kind of cheesecake.
Oh,
we
yeah.
should hit up
Yeah.
sometime in the future. We get West 4th Street when they open shit back up. We'll go over there. I'll get a little latte. You can try the Italian cheesecake,
love it.
and then I could say, "Well, am I right?"
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I would love to do
And we
that.
can turn into old New York guys.
That's catch us in the spring doing that.
yeah.
After we get through this second lockdown, that's probably happening.
When is
worry.
it? When is it? Is it a word about when New York will free up?
After the inauguration is when it will free up.
Okay, makes sense.
I mean, there's no way.
Once it
It's
starts
such a
getting
fucking
nice.
It's such a mess.
Right.
Cuomo killed all these fucking people.
Yeah.
And now he had this like book
The
that he
book
put out.
that he wrote in the middle of a pandemic
Yeah.
about beating a pandemic is so funny.
Insane.
And yeah, so I mean, it's like
I hate him.
there's I get it's annoying when you're like, don't pollute, like the virus has become politicized. But like anything else, it's inherently politicized. And so like the lockdown has to be this thing like we're ready to lock down whenever because Cuomo, the state's on top of it. And they're clearly not. I mean, it's a fucking lie.
Europe is locking down again right now, though.
Sure,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's the
Do you
same
guys want
system.
to? Do you guys feel like you want to get out of here and escape? Just like go somewhere else?
No,
The
I
thing
love
is,
it here,
China
dude.
lockdown, but it's like I would get that if I was living in China because I'd be like, all right, it's communist China. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's no promise that they're not going to weld you into your apartment. That's part of the deal. The benefit is you get a wife that is nice.
Does the state gives you a wife?
She doesn't speak up. You never have to slap her around or confuse her with
Like
a
it's a
coat rack.
wife,
Yeah.
an additional bathtub to drown a baby in.
That's the thing I like about China is that there's everywhere is a bitch. There's always a bitch to knock around. If you had to, which you don't, because they'll be killed by the state if they do anything remotely slappable.
All right, folks. Happy birthday, George.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Too.
Kaseem,
Oh, yeah. Plug. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I got a couple things happening. New podcast, White Slavery, on all social platforms. Also, I have a print magazine coming out in the spring. Working Titles Pageant, but I think that's the word. All social media, Kaseem Bentley, KaseemBentley. Also, in between all that, little sidebar, I hate to give a shout out.
Give a shout out, baby. Shout out.
My man, Yusef Roach, free Yusef Roach t-shirts, www, free Yusef.
I don't know what he did.
What did he do?
I was always kind of friendly with him, but it was funny because like I used to do my own merch.
Yeah.
And then I got an order for him, and he's like living in like Haiti.
Just send him one. He would
like,
cream himself.
Well, I did.
Coconut cream himself.
I did, but it was like 3 Hurricane Shantytown Road, fucking like Haiti. zip code 666. I'm like, I guess he lives there now.
Yeah, he has a house made of buckets.
Yeah.
Down there.
Right. It's made out of sandals.
When that story broke, it was so crazy because
I don't even remember what the fucking story was.
he was dating a woman, Ashley Ray. They had a relationship. If you follow him on social media, you just think he's a guy that would never just settle down. Anytime Black alternative comics find each other, it's a special day. It is Kwanzaa. You know what I mean? It is February. It is Black Music Month. It's everything, right? It's free chicken wings. You know what I mean? On the east side of town. It's on MLK Boulevard, right?
Yeah.
And then they're going together. And when you're that open talking about it, about your relationship, I always feel like you're just making dynamite in your own house. You know what I mean? And you're reliving and matches in the same house. And then it came out he was cheating, and then he was beating somebody.
Ooh.
And
old James Bond special.
it was James Brown Bond.
Oh, he's beating somebody?
He's like, hey!
Sounds like James Bond to me.
James Baldwin Bond. Poetic. So he was whooping ass.
Yeah.
Reports were coming out. And this is at a time when a lot of Black comics in the whole world, there was coming out in a secret, like I think Martin Merle had this guy named there was a guy who was bouncing around whooping ass, and then everyone's just getting, so a lot of people getting canceled. I don't know what he did, but I liked him because he's an edgelord, and Black edgelords don't make it somehow, and he just was talented. Good dude. Anybody, it's like you. But
all Black comics were edgelords. They used to be.
That's true.
No. He's like any dude
in New York, maybe not in L.A.
Now I'm talking new Mullen. I'm talking like Black guys who wear finger paint.
Sherrod's an edgelord.
Sherrod is not real.
What do you mean?
Sherrod, look. Before I leave New York, I want to find him because he's so interesting.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably see Santa Claus in the flesh because
Sherrod's real.
He seems hilarious. He just seems like there's no special, no album, no this, no that. You know what I'm saying? But he exists.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's true. I guess I never
You feel
thought of
that's a
that.
very interesting place to be in
I
comedy.
don't know his reasoning, but I think it's like, he's like more business minded. So it's like there's more money to be made just like making shows and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is him. He does comedy and he has a baby with Khalees Hawkins or something. You know what I mean? That's like, but Yusef, when it all started coming out, I mean, he did the smart thing. Get off social media, has not bounced back on. And we email each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably get in trouble saying it. I really fuck with him because he's He's just, I don't know. He's just incredible on Twitter. He's a really funny stand-up, and just the fact that he just wanted to get out when there's no chances for black men. There's no chances. And
there
he
also
just like,
should
fuck
be
it.
room to say things like, "Yeah, I think what that guy did was bad, but I like what he does." I mean, it's like that was not an unreasonable thing to say 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's not because we've grown. It's because people have lost the capability for like fucking any kind of nuance when dealing with anybody.
Yeah. But the hard thing is when you are a black performer, they understand that how much you have to. If you have to respect. You have to represent the whole. You have to represent everybody. And you know, even as a comic, even now, it's like because everybody everybody seems their voice is as equal as a person.
No, you don't. You have to represent yourself and fuck anybody that expects you to be a representative of anything other than yourself.
Yeah.
Don't let people put that on you.
No, but Nick, I fuck with you, man.
Yeah.
But shut up. All right?
No, I mean, don't. You shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't feel like pressure to like, have to
It's
speak
hard
for
when you
anybody.
look into realities when you're talking like it's easy to say it in the confines of this beautiful part. Is this your place?
It's Adam's.
Yeah,
it's
mine.
Adam's house. He decorated it himself.
No,
Did you make this?
Mm-hmm. I didn't make
There's a
that,
gay
no.
sculpture that Adam made.
It's
There
a
is a gay sculpture.
Adam has 30-foot ceilings, and it's a 15-foot penis in the style of Michelangelo's
Wait,
David.
It's a Rococo.
And
Wait,
instead, in the crotch of the penis is a tiny man.
Adam, because I probably never meet you again in my life.
No, we'll see each other.
I don't think so. Right? And so I got a flood of messages.
I'll see you at the crossroads.
You do have that busy bone hair.
I'll see you at the
Jewy bone.
crossroads.
What is your purpose in life
Beyond
beyond being relaxed?
I'm figuring them out. What I
Jesus
want.
Christ, dude, I just want to get to this point.
I don't want to talk about it.
But see, hold on. Adam's closer to first of all, he's probably the most like psychologically healthy.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
And he's closer to being a normal person than any of these fucking dickhead comedians.
Right.
And this is how most people are: is they don't have a quote unquote purpose in life.
Right.
They just manage their interpersonal relationships in a way that like makes them feel good.
Yeah.
And they're happy. I mean, it's like you don't have to have a purpose in life.
I don't want to.
Yeah, he's aimless.
I love
he's
it.
an
I
aimless
love-
piece of shit.
He's
I'm
just a
being
fucking.
shit.
He's just
Let's
a
put
piece
that
of
out
shit.
there. I'm a piece of shit. That's what I want on the record.
Love it.
Okay.
Look, I'm sorry. I do have to get
Yes,
this cake.
What time do they close?
I got the cake. I'm supposed to pick it up at 6:30. I'm already going to be late.
All right. Let's do it.
All right.
We can
All right.
listen. We can go a little longer if you want to ask Adam about his purpose in life.
No, I was just funny because
You got time to drop me mine?
I can drop you off.
Okay, cool.
I really Adam
You
is
get-
is the best, man.
Yeah.
Anyone rocking Blundstones is good with me. You know what
Oh,
I'm
thank
saying?
you.
Where'd you get those, Adam?
I got them from the street.
From the trash.
And then I exchanged
And
them.
they exchanged them because he knew that Blundstone had
Had
a
a lifetime
In front of Jimmy
warranty.
Jazz.
No, I knew that the company stood by their product, and if someone else gave up on their product, I would capitalize on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is great.
Respect.
free boots.
Well, thanks for doing the show, dog.
Yeah, it was good having
thank you.
It's
Yeah.
good seeing you again, man. It's always a
You
pleasure.
know I love you, man. And
Yeah.
Stav, you're the best.
Oh, thanks, man.
The hair, bro.
Like the hair, thank
once
you.
you braid it up,
I'm gonna get. I was talking about this. I think I'm gonna get cornrows in the back. I'm gonna get with
Stevie Wonder that shit.
I'm gonna get the
Put the
like
chimes,
with
the wind
with
chimes?
with the purple and pink translucent beads the little girls have. I think that's
the
what I'm gonna
bobbles.
get.
If you
Yeah,
get the
yeah,
bobbles?
yeah.
Oh, this is
That's
the
gonna be the
best.
look. Hell yeah, dude. Well, thanks. Thanks
Yeah,
for doing the show.
for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You,
Yeah.
you
Right,
are.